I'm going to give you my first impressions in real time about definitely one of the best TV deals of the year here in the US. The 65 inches Samsung S90C, most likely second generation QD OLED at this point. I can already see it. This was only $999.99, bro. Absolutely incredible. That's what I paid for my 48 inches LG C1 OLED 2 years ago, and I thought that was amazing. Okay, so this is just madness. Forget about Samsung software or quality control or firmware updates issues. Just as an example, the Sony A95L has the same second generation QD OLED panel, and it cost $3,000. Okay, and all those comparisons you've probably seen on YouTube, or most of them, where the Sony A95L is clearly brighter. You can go to the service menu on these Samsung TVs and get them even brighter than the Sony A95L. So, and you can also disable the dimming, which you cannot do on the Sony, by the way. So this is just an absolute steal, and it's still available. So if you want to jump in and follow the channel, I'm going to show you definitely how to get all that brightness, okay? And it's definitely worth the risk at this price. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Okay, so I'm so happy with it. So I'm not doing the unboxing because actually they deliver their TV and they insist in doing the unboxing because they said, oh, we had so many TVs with defects and we want to open it for you. You don't have to pay anything else. And I said, okay, well, go for it. I mean, it's easier for me. And I have to say, I ordered this through Best Buy. And my previous experience with the S95C was terrible. They dropped the TV from the truck like this, from this height, just bragada. And they didn't offer an unboxing, none of that. Now, these guys that delivered the S90C did a great job. These guys opened this TV in like 5 minutes. Actually, I just look away for a moment, and when I look back, it was already out and almost set up. Absolutely insane. They were great professionals, so I'm glad I let them do the job. And I already recorded a video how I struggled to take this S90C out of the box. So yeah, they definitely taught me a lesson with this one. So yeah, that's why I didn't do the unboxing, but I'm going to peel it off, okay? And the only thing that they did was to turn it on to make sure it works. We connected to the Wi-Fi, and then I went back and disconnected it and turned it off. So I have not tested the TV at all. I haven't seen it, and I'm going to show you some side-by-side comparisons here. I'm gonna give you my first impressions, which of course are going to be most likely a lot better than with my Samsung S95C, because I didn't know about the settings. So I was like, oh man, this is looking wrong. I cannot get this right, but I already know the settings to get it looking like I want. So it's gonna be, of course, a much better first impressions. But right now, my Samsung S95C is maxed out on the service menu, but I am not going to be using 2000 nits pictures, because then this is going to look blown out, and I don't want that. So the pictures and the examples I'm going to be using today are most of them 1000 nits or 1200 nits. They don't go beyond that, so this looks good. Okay, but in the future I'm going to, of course, do a video where I'm going to compare them in every single way. Actually, One of the things that I was more excited about having these two side by side is to tweak the settings. So for example, I can have one on the most accurate settings, and then on the other one I'm gonna be increasing the brightness and then comparing the colors and the calibration, absolutely everything. This is so awesome and so exciting to me. So let's do this. I'm going to turn it on for the second time ever, okay? And we're going to do the initial setup. Of course, I'm going to skip all that. I just want to get to Windows so I can do the comparison. So let's turn it on. I have the S95C already on, and of course I'm going to turn off the lights to show you the pictures, because as we know, these QD OLEDs do not look black under lighting conditions. They look gray.
Options. How would you like to get started?
Okay, let's
choose one.
Let's turn
to
that.
use the accessibility.
Let me lower that. So they do not look black under lighting conditions because of this QD OLED technology. It's just the way it is. So they do not look like an OLED in these conditions. Just as a comparison, you can see my C1 is a lot more black, okay? It's a lot better in that regard. But when it comes to colors and other qualities, this is absolutely amazing. So the first thing that I have to say is the screen size. Oh man, jumping from a 48-inch to 55 was so nice. But now from 55 to 65 is like, wow. I was not expecting this to be so big, man. I am absolutely loving the size alone. It's amazing. So let's go through it. I'm gonna go remote control step by step. Next, and I'm gonna be skipping all of this. So let's go and skip. Yes. We're going to skip everything later.